Down and dirty. And Eunice has helped us graciously put this together at the last moment.
Eunice wrote this and did an outstanding job on it.
Normally we have costumes and props, but this is kind of the last minute.
Costume.
Well, it really is.
Farmer John Deere.
Yeah. Okay, you ready to get roasted? Jeff Dixie Darling was in the school where he learned to be very smart. And he knew at an early age that Anne was the rose of his heart. They were high school sweethearts in Greenville.
Yeah.
So young, they became a pair. Charles Sibley, their choir teacher, was pulling out his hair. Jeff was practicing his guitar and strumming his upright bass. Anne was studying her auto harp, but she was still sewing with lace. You see, Anne had a knack with sewing. She made many young girls smile. Anne designed and sewed their dresses, and she sent them up the aisle. Jeff worked as a boss at Vought, supervising the pounding of sheet metal. But he was thinking all the time while working about retirement and where he would settle. Winfield has heard many sounds with many exciting nights, but had never heard the tune that Anne played, the big one, Harbor Lights. You know, Jeff sings about the courthouse and the quilts of memories he found. The years creep slowly by, Lorena. The snow is on the ground. They traveled in their motorhome and now fifth-wheel across the land. But then Anne built her dream home to cook and take care of her dream man. They've been performing in the theater at their very late age. You see, Smoke on the Mountain puts them both on the stage. Nowadays, Anne has many titles, Master Gardener being one of them. She grows and cans her vegetables to keep the utilities from going dim. Now, Jeff thinks he's Paul Bunyan, read it with me, and he works too hard on his land, and he plows his land so careful so his John Deere won't sink in the sand. And then there's the story of Franny. How she came to their barn one day. Now she is Jeff's tractor buddy. She is forever in his heart to stay. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take our sunshine away. And I have to tell y'all, we didn't work this in here, but a few years ago we made a trip. And part of the trip, we left Texas and we went through Tennessee, through the Shenandoah Valley, and we went to Pennsylvania. We were on our way to MLAG, which is the Mount Laurel Auto Harp Show. But we stopped for about 3 or 4 days in Lancaster and Hershey, Pennsylvania. Now, Anne and I went and had a spa day at the Hershey Spa. We had 4 bowls of kisses. Every time you go in the spa, you have a treatment, and then you go wait in one of their lovely aromatherapy rooms, or the reading room, or the quiet room. But every chair you sit in has a bowl of Hershey's Kisses sitting next to it. We could have saved the money on the chocolate massage by just putting Hershey Kisses in our bathrobe and then going into the sauna. But the 4 of us went to and we toured the Hershey factory. Well, what you don't know about the Hershey factory, if you've never been through it, is when you take this little tram that takes you through and you see everything about how they make it. And then when you walk out these double doors. They give you one little teeny tiny Hershey's Kiss about that big at the end of the ride. But then when you get off and walk out the double door, you're in the candy store. They sell, you know those little Hershey's things called hugs? Your hugs, almond hugs? They come in 1-pound bags. Jeff bought 4 of them. 4 bags, not 4 Hershey's, not 4 hugs. 4-pound bags. Ann and I go to the farmer's market later that day to get something fresh for dinner that night. We have dinner. Ann turns around and says, Jim, honey, where's some of those chocolates we bought today?
They gave me a little old Kit Kat when I came out of that tour and just whetted my appetite. So, I mean, I had...
4 pounds?
He's a growing boy.